I'm really one of a kind when it comes to think. Or actually, I should probably say overthink. It is most often not leading me anywhere, but sometimes I really see my overthinking personality as a gift, because it can bring me some precious and deep understanding about myself and about making sense of the world around me.
Everything in nature lives through cycles: birth, growth, getting hurt, rising again, dying, until it all starts over again. And for us humans, I personally think that this is nearly the same thing. We grow, we make mistakes, we get hurt. We learn from it until we experience joy again. I've always been deeply pondering about the meaning of life, trying to find the reasons behind it all. And most of all, trying very, very hard to figure out what's this secret recipe to be happy. In this pursuit of finding answers and understanding how on earth all those people got it all so right. How is it possible to look so at peace with life? The lesson I got from this wandering journey is that not a single person on this planet is always happy. Not a single person lives a perfect, peaceful life. Even people that are convinced that they do. There is one thing that is really crazy about this big spiritual quest that had always existed in my mind. That thing is that today, when I'm having more than 2 quote-unquote good days in a row, I actually catch myself having enough of those happy periods of time. I know this sounds very crazy and just mentally not really right. But when I feel emotionally good about my life, I'm obviously deeply enjoying this state of flow, but really the way I learn and grow better is through ordeals. Realizing this has lifted a huge weight off my shoulders. I get it. Life has no universal meaning. Life has the meaning you decide for yourself. Life is about the good and the bad, the ugly and the pretty, the past and the future, the high and the low, the struggle and the success. And of course, a lot of in between among those. Just think about it for a second. The last time you went through a really rough and painful patch, what positive outcomes did you get from this event after a while? Even just as little as just knowing what not to do the next time this same situation is brought to you by life. Even just that is, to me, incredibly valuable. This society is constantly increasing the value of success stories and performances, while putting such a negative and lowering label upon failure and struggles. In school, at work, at home, none of us wants to share how we actually became who we are today. We really don't want to talk about how weak we've been and how much we failed and how much we suffered. Yet, I truly think, with my purest heart, that the world needs to hear and see more of this. We all, humans, need to be reminded that every single one of us, even the richest and the most influential people, have bad and weak days. Days where they feel beyond miserable because they too make mistakes. They fail at achieving things too. They also get hurt by people. And they also hurt other people. feeling awful and weak is such a terrible feeling, and every time I'm disappointed by life, I just want this feeling to be gone. But I'm learning to embrace those moments, to embrace how beautiful it is to feel vulnerable. And to actually have your wounded heart wide open.
Maybe you will recognize yourself when I tell you that I always tend to beat myself up all the time, and how actually so little I believe in me, and how little I love myself. But I'm trying. I'm learning. I just want to remind you to stop being so hard on yourself. It's okay not to be okay. Even if you might think that your life is not dramatic enough to feel down, you know, there really isn't a necessary amount of drama to be allowed to complain and to feel bad. You are very much allowed to be hurt by small things, and you should never feel ashamed for feeling sad and just being down. Nothing lasts forever. Everything in life is going through different cycles, and so do you. Give yourself permission to be down and vulnerable. You have so much to learn from this cycle, and the sun will rise again. It will rise again.